Daredevil Born Again reviews have been mostly positive despite the divisive status of Foggy Nelson's death in the first episode of the new MCU TV show. While Episode 1 was focused on connecting Daredevil's new chapter to the original Netflix show, Episode 2 delved deeper into how Marvel Studios presents new situations for the show's two main characters. While Netflix's Daredevil was almost entirely focused on its title hero, Daredevil Born Again is more of a two-hander, with Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock and Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk co-starring. Episode 2 introduced a new hero to the MCU, White Tiger. Camar de los Reyes plays Hector Ayala, and the hero gets caught up with the law after saving someone from two cops who were not wearing their uniforms, which leads to the accidental death of one of them. Daredevil Born Again Episode 3 goes into White Tiger's trial and Matt's decision to represent him. Daredevil Born Again Episode 3 Recap. Hector Ayala tells Matt Murdock about the Puerto Rican beach he loves and that it's his favorite place on Earth. Matt promises he will be reunited with his family. A truck is robbed, and both workers are killed. Officer Powell tries to threaten Matt after their encounter in Episode 2, but he responds about how Powell would have to explain witness tampering. Officer Powell lies in court and says the subway station was a ghost town and Hector came out of nowhere with a wild look in his eyes. Officer Powell and another intercept Cherry's truck to get Matt's star witness, Nikki Torres, but Nikki arrives in court by cab. Nikki gets spooked by the cops and says he was home all night. Buck meets with the heads of the 5 crime families. Vanessa was the one to send him. Matt reveals to the court that Hector is White Tiger. Multiple witnesses saved by White Tiger show up in court to talk about him in a positive light. Kirsten reads a police report about how White Tiger saved a cop's life and helped him apprehend the suspect. Matt picks up more police reports about how White Tiger helped police officers. The prosecution makes the argument that bad people can do good things and vice versa. Hector Ayala is declared not guilty of all charges. Matt brings out a bottle of expensive bourbon he and Foggy only opened to celebrate victories as a reminder that the legal system works. White Tiger goes out on patrol and is shot in the head by a mystery person wearing a vest with the Punisher's skull logo. White Tiger's murder trial bombshell and verdict explained. The main event of Daredevil Born Again Episode 3 is White Tiger's murder trial. Since Matt gave up being Daredevil due to Foggy's death, Cox's Marvel character is focused on his lawyer exploits at the moment. That brings him to defend another street-level hero, and Matt knows that Hector is White Tiger and did not kill the cop. Having saved Nikki Torres at the end of Episode 2, everything seemed perfectly set up for the witness to take the stand and clear Hector of all charges with his testimony. However, out of fear, Nikki lies to protect the cops. That sends Matt and Kirsten McDuffie's strategy down the drain. It is easy to understand why Nikki lied, as he was pinched for dealing, which he took on to provide for his son. Becoming a police informant made his case go away. Afraid of retaliation when presented with a room full of cops, Nikki decided to lie and say he was at home all night, making it seem like Hector attacked the cops unprovoked. That leads to Matt breaking a rule. After initially getting the judge to block the reveal that Hector was White Tiger, Matt lets the truth out. Matt takes Hector's White Tiger mask and raises it for everyone to see. That leads to the White Tiger factor of the case being available both for the defense and the prosecution to explore for the rest of the trial. Matt and Kirsten get multiple witnesses who were saved by White Tiger to testify about how the hero helped them. They proceed to read a police report about how White Tiger saved a cop's life and helped him apprehend a suspect, doing away with the narrative that he was against cops. In the end, Hector Ayala is declared not guilty. Adam's exact identity still remains a mystery. Daredevil Born Again's first couple of episodes showed that Wilson and Vanessa Fisk are having marriage issues. They started going to couples counseling with none other than Heather Glenn, Matt Murdock's new girlfriend. One of the pivotal factors in their problems seems to be Adam. The mystery character has only been mentioned in the MCU shows so far, never seen. However, based on the context of the couple's conversation about him, there seem to be a couple of possible explanations for who Adam is. The first is that Vanessa cheated on Wilson while he was away. Their first conversation about Adam started with Wilson telling Vanessa that he knew about him, with her asking her husband not to kill Adam. The mystery character's role might also not be of a romantic nature, stemming out of how Vanessa replaced Kingpin as the head of his criminal empire, while he was healing from being shot in the face. In episode 3, Vanessa is upset that Fisk does not let her return to lead the 5 families, which are now creating chaos in her absence. Vanessa feels she is being punished by Wilson, so the Adam situation should escalate. Who killed White Tiger? Daredevil Born Again episode 3, like the show's first episode, also includes a major death. After it seemed like Matt had won, clearing Hector of all charges and even celebrating how the legal system worked, White Tiger was killed. Matt told Hector that if they won, he would never be able to take to the streets as his vigilante persona again. Hector argued that he had the power to help people, so that was what he needed to do, and being White Tiger was who he was. After he starts patrolling again, a man wearing the Punisher's skull shoots him. John Bernthal's Frank Castle has long been confirmed for the series. The mystery character from Daredevil Born Again uses a vest similar to the one the Punisher had in his The Defenders saga appearances. Those signs, plus the fact that Frank is not afraid to get bloody and even shoot heroes, suggest he could be behind the deed. However, Daredevil Born Again has featured a couple of dirty cops with tattoos of a modified version of the Punisher's skull logo. Since White Tiger won a murder trial about the death of a cop, maybe Frank is not behind his death. Daredevil Born Again episode 3 credits sounds explained. Marvel fans have grown used to post-credits scenes in both movies and TV shows. While Daredevil Born Again episode 3 does not have one such scene, the team behind the MCU series came up with a heartbreaking way to end the show's latest episode. As the credits roll, the sounds of frogs and the ocean can be heard. That is a callback to the conversation that Matt and Hector have at the start of the episode. When he is describing his favorite place in the world, Hector mentions the ocean and the sounds of singing frogs that bring him peace. He was afraid of never getting the chance to go back to the Puerto Rican beach he loved visiting. Matt promised him that he would and even gave him the means to do so by winning the case and freeing Hector. However, after White Tiger is murdered in cold blood by a mystery character wearing the Punisher's symbol, Hector will never get the chance to go back to his beloved beach. The sounds of the singing frogs and waves crashing start right as the credits roll after Hector's death, painting a haunting picture to end Daredevil Born Again episode 3. Daredevil Born Again episodes stream on Disney Plus weekly every Tuesday,